Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros have announced that Ryan Gusto will be making the Houston Astros opening day roster. Well deserved for Ryan Gusto. Ryan Gusto at the end of last season really got really unlucky last year at the end of last year's campaign. The Astros last season were 88 and you know 88 and 50 something going in, or maybe it was no, maybe it was sorry, 88 and 73 going into the last game of the season. 88 and 73 going into the last game of the season against the Cleveland Guardians. The Astros had already won the division, and not only they already won the division, but couldn't move up anything. They were locked in at the 3 seat, in the wild card, and there was nothing they could do in their final game, so you might as well just rest all your starters, not pitch one of your important starting pitchers, and go ahead and call up a young kid in Ryan Gusto to go ahead and get the start and pitch his first ever Major League game. And Gusto was prepared to make his first big league start, made the trip to Cleveland, and the game got rained out. It was really tough for Ryan Gusto, but the thing I love the most is the first Astros spring training game of the season. The thing I love the most is that Ryan Gusto got the start there. And Ryan Gusto did get the first. It was against the Nationals, and Gusto got the start. And so that was amazing to see. You didn't get to pitch one game, game 162, against the Guardians. We're going to let you go ahead and pitch, game one spring training against the Nationals, and so he had a start and he looked good, and he had a couple of starts in spring, and he had pitched 4 games in spring, 2 starts, and had a save as well, and had a 1.17 ERA in his 4 games and 2 starts. Pitched 8 innings, only gave it 3 hits, 1 earned run, and did give up 7 walks, but had 8 strikeouts. Batters had a batting average of 120 facing him, and he was really good. And we can look at what he did in the minor leagues last season, which led to, his call up, which was, really good. Was really good in the minors last season. In 2024, last year, 8-6 record in the minors as a starter, 3.7 ERA in 29 games of 26 starts, 148 innings. He gave up 135 hits, 61 earned runs, with 53 walks and 141 strikeouts. So obviously, he wasn't as good in AAA last year compared to where he was in spring training this year. A big reason because he only pitched 8 innings this spring. He pitched almost 150 innings last year in AAA, but still put up some really good numbers. And the numbers he was putting up, led him to, getting slated to start that game against the Guardians, and just had some tough luck. And he's 26 years old now. You look at what he did in the minor leagues last season. You look at what he was able to do in spring training this year, and there's no doubt that Ryan Gusto needs to be on the opening day roster. The only guy that I just feel like really got hoed, if you ask me, was Logan Van Way. Absolutely killed it this spring. Was probably one of the best relievers for the Astros this spring, and he doesn't make the roster. Now, I know Ryan Gusto is probably the easier option because Gusto, he's actually pitched a level where the Astros have been ready to call him up before with last season. And not only that, but he's on the 40-man roster, which Van Way isn't. And, you've already got a couple other guys you got to clear some roster space for on the 40-man, because guys like Cam Smith and Brennan Rodgers, who are going to be on the roster opening day, are not on the 40-man. A guy like Steven Okert, or Montero are not on the 40-man. But at the same time, I mean, why is Montero on this roster over Van Way? I guess the only reason I can come up with is because Montero is a veteran. I mean, because you can't say, because Montero's on the 40-man roster. Maybe in years prior, yes, but Montero's not on the 40-man roster. So, but anyways, I'm really happy for Ryan Gusto. Well-deserved. Let me know your thoughts on this news in the comment section, and peace out. Go Stros.